All right, guys, so I have the Soundpeats TrueBuds. These are a half in-ear wireless earbud. Got these on Amazon for under $45 after taxes. So they're originally $45.99. Amazon had a 10% off coupon, so I got these for right at $44.80 after taxes. They did include Prime shipping, so I did get these in one day, which was nice. And yeah, so with this video, I want to kind of go over the unboxing experience that you'll have with these, and then kind of the overview, sound quality, mic quality, yada yada yada. So let's kind of dive in with that. So this is the box that you get. So in true fashion with Soundpeats, if you've ever had any Soundpeats, they always have the logo there, picture of what they look like, and then of course the wording for what they are. So TrueBuds. On the right, they always have some sort of picture of a guy or girl working out or something with them in, which is kind of cool because it kind of gives you the idea of like, okay, these are for working out. But like it says there, sound for urban sports. On the back, you got a picture of the charging case open with the earbuds. And then on the right side, just says Soundpeats. So whenever you take them out, you just slide it out. And then you just kind of pop that open there. So it's kind of give you that cool little presentation there. Now, as far as what comes in it, so you have the customer care info, and then of course it is kind of funny that they put this in there letting you know that the updated logo has changed. So you got the, not updated logo, but it has updated, excuse me. So from the old Soundpeats logo to the new one, so that way you know that. And then you got your user manual here, and then got a little foam stuff there. So before I take these out, I'm going to pull this out. So whenever you take this out here, so the only thing that's in this box is a USB-C charging cable. So type A to type C. So that is nice to be able to tell y'all that it is type C. So everything I have is pretty much type C. The only thing I have left that is a micro USB is like my kid's baby monitor. So other than that, that's it. So type C charger there. And then as far as the earbuds themselves go, that is what they look like here as far as a charging case. So it's a flat black, but it's kind of got a sheen to it a little bit. So it's kind of nice. Feels good in the hand. It's not like super slippery, but it does have a little bit of a texture. Got the Soundpeats branding there in the front, or on the top. On the front, you got 4 LED indicators there to let you know like the battery life on the charging case. On the left side, you got a USB port there. So this charging case, it's 2600 milliamp battery. So you can charge like accessories or a phone or whatever. So that is nice that that comes with it. And then of course your type C port there, which I don't know if the camera, there it goes, type C port there. So not too shabby. Ooh, almost drops there. And then, there you go. So the case itself, it feels good in the hand. It's not super heavy, but it's also not like super light either. With it being a big battery, that's kind of why it's like that. So it's, if you're looking for just a super like tiny one, the Bow Makers, for example, has the smallest case I've ever seen. I mean, it's like smaller than my thumb almost. It's super tiny. But this is not big at all. I mean, in my opinion, I've seen bigger, especially like if you're going with like Powerbeats Pros or something like that. I mean, that case is ginormous compared to this. So whenever you open it up, this is kind of what you're presented with. So you have the TrueBuds there. You have the top case there where it's like an indentation, so that way when you're closing the lid, it doesn't slam on them. And then obviously the indicators for left and right. So let's get these bad boys out of here. So as far as the earbud itself, there it is. You got the LED indicators there flashing red and white, trying to find my phone right now. But yeah, when you take them out of the case from the start, they do go in auto pairing mode. And when you do put them in the case, they do disconnect. So that is nice. I have only had one time where that randomly didn't work that way. And I did have to hold the earbud touch panel down and turn them off. But that was only one time that happened. So probably just a fluke thing, which another fluke thing that happened I'll go over when I go over sound quality. But as far as the design goes, like I said, they're a half in ear design. So very similar to kind of like what an AirPod is. You do got the new branding there for the Soundpeats logo. And then you got your left and right indicator there. And then of course the magnets, and then the mics, everything like that. But as far as the in-ear design goes, it is a little different than an AirPod itself. As you can see, it's just got a little bit different tweak to kind of make its own for Soundpeats a little bit. But yeah, as far as that goes, that's what they look like there. Now, as far as the earbuds themselves, they are IPX5. So you are getting some decent waterproofing and everything out of them. So they are sweat proof. They are waterproof to a certain degree, so they can take like jet sprays. They can withstand rain. So if you get stuck out in the rain when you're running or something, these will do just fine. So no problems there. Now, as far as the audio codecs goes, they are AAC. So there's no aptX, but it is AAC. So you are getting a good Bluetooth experience with these. Now, one thing that I like about them is there's no lag or any latency or anything with these that I noticed. Watched YouTube, Hulu, Disney Plus, you name it. I watched everything just to double check, and I didn't have any issues with that. Now, as far as the battery life goes, you're getting 3.5 hours total with the earbuds. So it's not the greatest, but it's not terrible either. And the nice thing about it is when these bad boys do need to help getting some juice, this big boy here will charge these 20 times. So you're getting 70 hours grand total of charge time with one single charge on the case. So you can slap these in once they start dying. It takes about an hour and a half to charge these, but the case itself can do it 70 hours. So that's huge. It's almost reminds me of like my OnePlus experiences over the years. You sacrifice wireless charging, but you get that, nice warp charge effect. So, with these, it's kind of funny. So, you sacrifice some of the time that you get with these on one single charge, but it weighs out, or the Pro weighs out the con as far as how many times this can charge. So like I said, 70 hours, so that's huge. Now, as far as the earbuds themselves go, they are not buttons. They are touch panels, so that is nice. And they do control everything. So they can control play, pause, skip forward, go back, volume up, volume down, answering phone calls, bringing up your voice assistant to, Google or Yelp, or Google or Yelp, oh my gosh, Google Assistant or Siri. I don't know where my brain was going with that. But yeah, so you get all that there. So like 2 touches will like play or pause. 1 touch will basically turn the volume up or down. If you wanted to skip tracks, you can hold the right one for 1.5 seconds to go forward, or the left one to go back. 3 taps will get your voice assistant. So controls everything. So that's nice. So as far as everything goes with these as well, now one thing that I did notice, as far as, and just depending on which direction you want to go with these, I'll start with the mics. So as far as my mic experience goes, they sounded great indoors, fantastic indoors. I'm not going to sit here and say they're, like the best in the world when it comes to mics, but I didn't have a really bad phone call experience indoors. When you go outdoors, it's a little bit different, and it's mainly just because they're half in ear design. So they still came in good, but it started sounding a little more robotic sounding, if that makes sense, when I was outside. Which, once again, that's to be expected with a half in ear design. The noise around me, it wasn't terrible. So like cars or any passerbyers, that wasn't really the issue. The real issue was the wind noise that I had. So with it not being a true sealed earbud, there was a lot of wind noise that was coming in, with me at least. So if you have these, comment down below, let me know kind of your mic experience. But like I said, it wasn't terrible. It's just a lot better for indoors versus outdoors. Now, I don't know if people are buying these for the mic quality experience regardless. I think they're just looking for an affordable earbud that sounds good and everything. But for me, yeah, that's kind of the experience I had with the earbud itself for mic. Now, as far as sound quality, that's the most important thing that everyone cares about. So as far as the sound quality goes, they were not bad at all. They sound actually pretty good, especially for being a half-in-ear design. So for me, I'm the guy who doesn't like half-in-ear design headphones. They just don't fit my ears right. Never been able to get a half-in-ear design that does fit good. With these, they actually didn't fit terrible. My right ear, it fit perfect actually. It stayed in, it stayed great. The left ear is where I had the issues. I would put it in, I would sit there and, stick it in my ear and twist and all that good stuff. And finally I got a good enough seal, but you're not going to get a seal like you do with a silicone ear tip on a true in earbud. So that was my only problem with these, but it was expected when I got them originally anyways, because of the design. So they're not going to be for everyone. So if you do have weird shaped ears or like me, a weird left ear, you're going to run into that problem. Now, the nice thing is these earbuds do work alone. So you can just have the left one in while the right one's charging or vice versa. So for me, I would never usually wear them just with one in and one out, especially with these, because even when I have them in, I do get a lot of my surroundings pumping through. So, since they're not a sealed earbud, I didn't really have an issue with hearing people talk to me, like where with some of my other ones, like my Echo Buds or even like the Soundpeats True Engines that I have, or the True Freeze. You're getting more of an in-ear sealed, getting all the sound out almost around you, where my wife hates it because I can be outside mowing and then all of a sudden she's yelling at me to, come in or need help with the kids or something. And she could literally be screaming at the top of her lungs. And until I notice her in my peripheral, then I'm like, oh crap, So with these, I don't have that issue, which it's not a bad thing. It's just for me, they just don't stay in very well. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But when they did stay in and I did like audio tests and everything, they actually sound really good. I've tried Airpods before. I would almost say they're almost on par with Airpods, at least Gen 1. Obviously, AirPods Pros are a little bit different beast, but those are also $200 more than these are. So I'm not even going to pretend to try to compare those. But with these, I actually did have a really good sound experience. The bass is the only thing that was lacking in my opinion, but it wasn't bad. And the only reason why it was lacking is because you're not getting a full sealed experience like you are with other earbuds. So once again, they are that half in ear design. So you are going to lose some of that, because with even earbuds that are going all the way in ear, you're not going to have a super fantastic experience if you don't have the right seal or fitment or the right size ear tips. So with these, I listen to some rap, I listen to some rock, and they do sound good. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and downplay that. They do sound great. Treble sounds really good. The mids and highs sound pretty good as well. I didn't notice any, wasn't missing anything, if that makes sense, with the sound. It did sound very immersive. I could hear the vocals very well. The driver itself, it's a good size one. I think, if off the top of my head, I think it said it was like 14 millimeter driver or something like that. So it's a big, nice earbud driver. But like I said, for me, it just doesn't go all the way in the ears. So I'm not lucky enough to get the full experience. My right ear, though, it did sound great because it was a good seal. But like I said, with these, they sound great. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I mean, they really, really do. Now, as far as recommending them, absolutely. I mean, if you're looking to spend under $50 and have that AirPod quote unquote look where you got that stem hanging out, then yeah, go for them. I wish they would stay in my ear a little better, because I would definitely rock these every single day. But I think I see myself more using these indoors and not using them for working out just because of my ear fitment. But I could see, someone that can wear the traditional style, like old Apple half in ear style. These will work great for you. So anyways, so comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know your experience of these, if you've owned these or have these. But yeah, here are these Soundpeats TrueBuds, under $50 or under $45, so you can't beat it. So let me know what y'all think, guys, and hope y'all have a great day. Be safe.